Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Fazio.
And this is me.
In the Philippines, baby. Today we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you 7 or 8 different prices for CCTV cameras and where to buy them in Tagbilaran. Now this kit that I purchased is an 8 camera, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. 6, 7, 8. 8 cameras, 8 wires, and a full network driver for the 8 cameras. This cost 13,500 pesos, but you had to buy an internal 1 terabyte drive, which was 2,500 pesos. So the total cost of 8 cameras and the network driver and the internal drive was 16,000 pesos. However, I had to go to about 5 different shops to get that price. The other shops I went to originally were 13,500 pesos for 4 cameras and a 4-camera driver. No screen. This did not come with a screen either. That only had 4 cameras, so if you have a small area and you need 4 cameras, you can buy 13,500 pesos, or about well, that's $265 roughly. If you need 8 cameras, there was another option to buy an 8-camera driver, but only had 4 cameras. That came with an internal drive and a computer screen, but that was 16,000 pesos for 4 cameras and the driver with the internal 1 terabyte drive and a screen. But you needed to buy 4 more cameras, which were, we're gonna say 6,000 pesos. That's about what it was. So it was 26,000 pesos for the 8-camera driver with 4 cameras, plus 5,000 pesos, 6,000 pesos more for the other 4 cameras, 32,000 pesos. So what I ended up paying was exactly half because I shopped around. Now I went to the BQ Mall. They had the 13.5 set up, 4 cameras and the driver. You can't put 8 cameras to it. I went to the, what was the name of that mall? The Galleria Mall. They have an 8-camera network with 4 cameras and an internal drive for 26,000 pesos and another 6,000 pesos for the cameras. That's 32,000 pesos. And what I ended up doing was going to a place called Gerisonic, Gerisonic, I believe, but it'll be in the description box because it was a weird name, spelled a little differently than that. And that's where I got the 8-camera driver and the 8 cameras and the 8 wires for 16,000 pesos, which was exactly half of what I would have paid in the Galleria Mall. So if you shop around in the Philippines, you can save money. And these cameras will be on the property to watch that nobody comes in. Do you need cameras in the Philippines? It keeps people a little honest if they think they're going to be videotaped. Mostly I have it to keep them honest. I haven't had many problems here at all. So, is it necessary? Every hotel and every business has cameras in today's world. So whether it's necessary or not, it's pretty much a standard option to have. Whether or not it works as a deterrent, that's another story. But where we live, there's not much of a problem with things growing legs, but cameras have a tendency to keep legs from growing on tools. So here's Daisy and I, and here's our view. This is going to be our view from the 2nd floor of the hotel, which will be right about where we're standing, about a meter back from where I'm standing. That way will be the first the balcony on the first floor. The hotel will be the same height as this hotel next door, except my hotel, when finished, the 4th floor, will be about 2 meters higher than that, which will give us a view of the ocean, which is right there, the Doggett, over the house, over the other house. Now, the reason I chose this property is because this is a street here where you see that red truck. No one can ever build in front of here, but someone can take this property here and that property there and build a hotel that's 4 stories high and block the view from the edge of this building to the other side of that house. So this is why I chose this property. Now I want to talk to you about people telling me how to work and that I'm not in shape and it's dangerous work. Construction is dangerous work. You have to take the good with the bad. I took a fall a few weeks ago because of faulty equipment, junk tools from China, and I got that black and blue, which you'll see at the end of this video. Perhaps, if you're lucky, I'll show you a full moon in the Philippines.
Half moon.
Half moon. I could put the green G-string on and give you a full moon. No problem for me. So this is where we're working. What else we did today was we repaired my rowing machine cowling because it got beat up pretty bad in transit by putting this wire through holes I drilled and some epoxy. Ran out of epoxy here for now, and this is the repair. And there's another piece over here where we did epoxy it with plastic coated wire. I also repaired some glasses that I brought from America, 4.0 glasses with wire. I drilled holes through the lenses and bent a piece of wire. And the reason, any wire that's sticking out will be cut and filed down so it doesn't interfere with my face. But the reason I had to repair these glasses is because you can't buy readers in the Philippines. You can, they're $1. But the optics on the reader is only the very center of the lens. The readers that you get from America is the optics is the whole lens, and they were 500 pesos or $10 from readers.com. It's a company, and they give you free shipping and they give you 25% discount, which is pretty standard. And they shipped them out, and I ordered them at 10 o'clock in the morning, and the next day at 10 o'clock in the morning they were being delivered by UPS in America. So I've repaired my glasses before like this, and it works for a long time, and the next time they break will probably be not repairable. So for now, Daisy May and Michael Fazio, we're going to say goodbye. Amping Permy from the Philippines, baby. And Vey and Shalom from Rabbi Jew Barker in the Philippines, baby. That's right. Keeping him honest in the Philippines. Oh, and one more thing. Somebody said this hotel could take forever to build. This is my project. This is no priority in my life. I wake up in the morning. Daisy and I feel like working for 5 or 6 hours. We go outside and we work for 5 or 6 hours, and then we relax, take a walk, cook, talk. I give her some lessons in different things, make her read certain things on the internet, like the report from Iron Mountain and other such information, because some of my videos on the dollar bill, Daisy thinks are a little bit off. She thought were a little bit off originally, but now that I have given her some reading material, I am teaching her that the world is not what it appears to be. What page are you up to on the report? Do you remember? Yesterday you were reading it. What page?
10.
Page 10. The report from Iron Mountain explains to you what's going on in this world now, today, with the weather wars, weather modification machines, weather modification capabilities, Zika viruses, flu being dumped onto Texas, I think it was. They dumped the flu virus. The sky pilots that make everything white or blue, depends on what color they're spraying that day. The world is not what it appears to be, and my dollar bill videos prove that this was a plan implemented long before the Great Pyramid was built. And not only that, this plan has been implemented. The world has been created. Civilizations greater than ours have been created and destroyed for billions of years. And why they do this, I'm not sure, but my best guess would be that every so many hundreds of thousands of years, they need a population to mine minerals on this rock, this flat rock. And they create this population of man slaves, and we mine it for them, and then when they have their stores full, they reduce the population down to next to zero from some sort of cataclysmic event, which they can do easily. They can do it now with nuclear poisoning, nuclear radiation poisoning. They can do it now with viruses. They can do it now with man-made earthquakes, and they can do it now with weather modification. Hurricane Sandy was a perfect example. There is no way it should have formed in the Caribbean and walked its way up the coast and got stronger as the weather got colder. There is no way that should have happened with 10-foot tidal surges. Never has it ever happened before. They want you to believe it's global warming, but it's not global warming. It's weather wars, aka weather modification on the planet Earth, to the degree that most of you people will laugh at me because I say the Earth is flat. And I'm telling you that water seeks its own level, and that's all you need to know about whether or not the world is flat, considering the world is 75% water, H2O, and the ocean is flat. And one more proof that the world is flat is that the Navy has a weapon, a laser beam, that shoots 90 nautical miles. It shoots a 3-inch beam 90 nautical miles flat across the ocean and can destroy a target from 90 miles away. Now, I don't know what the calculation is, but if the Earth was round, globe, if it was, and it's not, the curvature of the Earth at 90 miles away would probably be, a ship would probably be 1 to 2 miles down below the horizon, and the Navy weapon that shoots 90 nautical miles and has been proven to shoot a target 90 nautical miles away and destroy the target would be a factual impossibility. Plus, the word sea level is sea level because the water is flat, because the Earth is flat. And don't ever forget it. No one can prove that to be incorrect because the Navy says they can shoot a weapon 90 nautical miles and hit a target, and if the Earth curved, it would be over the horizon 1 to 2 miles down and not able to be seen. And this is Rabbi Jew Barker in the Philippines, baby. Oy vey and shalom from Rabbi. Drew Barker on a flat earth in the Philippines.